disbelief, you know? It was disbelief because this is a man who you just don't think is going to ever expire.
Jordan says that he's sick and doesn't want to go to school tomorrow.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It is. And it's wrong. And it is.
Guys,
they ain't
to do
calling me
more.
for that.
Remember Kellita Smith from The Bernie Mac Show? Here's exactly why she vanished after Bernie Mac's death.
Not even hanging up the phone properly. Like, this nigga has lost his mind. Okay, well, okay, let's get it together. And then what I didn't know is he actually called me from the hospital.
After Bernie passed, Kellita revealed that nothing remained the same again.
No one's given me anything I didn't work for, but I've had things taken away because I would not.
Like roles and...
Only roles.
Okay.
Yeah, only roles.
But things took a turn when it popped up that there had also been internal conflicts between Kellita and some cast members.
No. Are me and her cool? No. Will we ever talk again? Probably not. Will we ever be cool? No. And that's what it is. I'm talking about the woman that played Bernie's wife on the show.
It got even more serious when she faced a major health scare that completely turned everything around. So, what's more to this? Let's find out. So, the Bernie Mac Show really changed everything for Kellita Smith. It was the big break that made her famous and opened up all kinds of doors in TV and film. Even after the show ended, she kept landing roles that showed off her talent, especially when she starred in Z Nation, where she completely owned the lead role. That experience on the Bernie Mac Show gave her the foundation she needed to keep growing in the industry.
I feel for his sister. But what does Bernie Mac know about raising kids?
But behind all that success, there were things happening on set that most people didn't know about. Recently, Dee Dee Davis, who played Baby Girl on the show, shared some behind-the-scenes details that hinted at tension within the cast. Over 20 years after the show first aired, she revealed on Instagram, through a post shared by The Shade Room, that her relationship with some of her castmates wasn't as smooth as it looked on TV. When a fan asked her about Kellita, she said, "Are me and her cool? Number. Will we ever talk again? Probably not. Will we ever be cool? Number." And that's what it is. She didn't explain what went wrong, but she made it clear she had love for everyone else, especially Camille Winbush and Jeremy Suarez, who played her older siblings.
No. Are me and her cool? No. Will we ever talk again? Probably not. Will we ever be cool? No. And that's what it is. I'm talking about the woman that played Bernie's wife on the show.
Kellita, though, has always kept things classy. She hasn't responded directly to Dee Dee's comments and has mostly spoken positively about her time on the show, often expressing love and respect for Bernie Mac and what they built together. Still, not long after Dee Dee's comments, Camille Winbush also made headlines when she spoke about getting very low residual checks. Kellita ended up addressing that too, saying there had been talks among the cast about money, and even agreed that Camille might have a point. She said, "They ain't calling me for that," which made fans wonder if that's part of why she's been distant from Hollywood.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It is. And it's wrong. And it is.
Guys,
they ain't
to do
calling me
more.
for that.
Even with all the behind-the-scenes issues, the Bernie Mac Show is still loved by fans everywhere. Kellita's role as Wanda McCullough remains one of the reasons the show was so special. But after the show ended, things got tricky for her career-wise. Hollywood started typecasting her, meaning most people only saw her as Wanda. That made it harder for her to get new roles that showed her full range. It's a problem a lot of actors face. Once they're too good in one role, people can't see them as anything else. That kind of labeling can hold back an actor's growth and stop them from showing what they're really capable of. Kellita's fight against typecasting wasn't an easy one, and it only got tougher because of how Hollywood operates. The industry has this habit of boxing people into certain roles, especially if they play a character that really sticks with audiences. Even though Kellita had the talent and range to take on all kinds of roles, the offers she got were often similar to her Wanda character from the Bernie Mac show.
If you weren't gonna cook, you should have called. I would have picked something up.
It's like once you shine in one lane, people forget you can drive in others too. A lot of actors go through that same thing. But Kellita wasn't the type to just sit around and let that define her. She pushed back. She went after roles that were completely different from what people expected, just to show her versatility and remind everyone that she could play comedy, drama, action, whatever you threw at her.
Those roles come to you because those are the things that people trust about you. I think, again, because it's a journey, it's for me to show what I am, what all I contain.
She started taking parts in independent films and theater productions, which gave her more freedom to explore complex and layered characters. It wasn't about the money or fame at that point. It was about the craft and proving to herself that she could keep evolving. Still, all that ambition came with a price. Hollywood can be brutal, and the constant pressure to look perfect, stay relevant, and keep up with unrealistic standards started weighing on her. It's one thing to act for the camera, but it's another to live under one. The endless scrutiny, the gossip, the expectations, it can eat away at even the strongest people. Kellita wasn't immune to that. The stress and anxiety of balancing her image, her work, and her own happiness took a toll on her emotionally. But she learned to lean on her family, close friends, and people who genuinely cared about her to stay grounded and keep pushing forward. Then, in 2006, while all of that was going on and the Bernie Mac show's future was uncertain, Kellita faced one of the scariest moments of her life. The cast had gone on a short break, and during that time, she started feeling sick. At first, she thought it was just a cold, but what she didn't know was that she had walking pneumonia, a milder form of the infection that can sneak up on you. She kept working through it, not realizing how serious it was until one day her lungs collapsed. She was rushed to the hospital and had to be put on a ventilator. For 5 days, she was fighting for her life. Later, in an interview with the Hype magazine, she said she didn't see white lights or any of the near-death stuff people talk about, just that she somehow left and then came back. That experience changed her perspective on life. After she got better, Bernie Mac called her one day and invited her to open for him during his month-long comedy run at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Kellita was excited and saw it as a new chapter, stepping into the world of stand-up comedy.
He called to tell me that he was opening up for a month at MGM Grand in Vegas, and that he had been looking for, and that he wanted me to open up for him. And of course, I was freaking out. I was like, did you say the MGM Grand? Wait a minute, what?
What she didn't know at the time was that Bernie was already sick and calling her from his hospital bed. Sadly, she never got the chance to open for him because he passed away a few months later. That loss hit her hard, especially since he was the one who believed in her from the start.
What I didn't know is he actually called me from the hospital, and he was already had been hospitalized, and that was May. April, May to do a month of June, July, and then he was gone.
Yeah.
Now, before all the fame and success, Kellita never planned to be an actress at all. She actually wanted to be a lawyer. She was passionate about justice and dreamed of making real change in the courtroom. But as time went on, something shifted. While studying law, she started getting involved in theater and public speaking, and that's where she found her spark. As time went on, Kellita started realizing that her real purpose in life was somewhere completely different from what she had first imagined. When she began exploring this new direction, she decided to take a practical step by getting into modeling. It wasn't just about glamour for her at the time. It was also a way to support herself financially while she figured out what she really wanted to do next. Modeling gave her the chance to travel, meet interesting people, and experience the entertainment world up close. It didn't take long for her to start making waves. She appeared in major magazines like Savoy, Cosmopolitan, and Glamour, and those features helped raise her public profile in a big way. Every time she saw her photo in one of those magazines, it boosted her confidence and reminded her that she was moving in the right direction. Each appearance was another step toward establishing herself as a strong name in the competitive fashion scene. And those moments eventually opened up bigger opportunities in both modeling and entertainment. Her early modeling career was filled with small wins that kept adding up. She became known for her ability to switch things up easily. Whether it was high fashion, lifestyle, or casual shoots, she always brought her own unique energy to the camera. Every photo shoot and runway show added to her experience, helping her build a strong portfolio that spoke for itself. The exposure she got from those projects made her stand out and showed that she was serious about her craft. Modeling taught her how to carry herself with confidence and grace, something that would later become a huge advantage when she eventually stepped into acting.
Marcus.
Yes.
I forgot to mention something.
Even though Kellita was doing well as a model and enjoying the attention that came with it, deep down, she started to feel like something was missing. Modeling was fun, but it didn't challenge her in the way she wanted. She wanted something that allowed her to express herself on a deeper level, something that would push her emotionally and creatively. That's when acting started to catch her eye. The more she thought about it, the more it made sense. Acting gave her the freedom to explore different personalities, emotions, and stories, and she found that idea exciting.
For me, in my 20s, I never knew passion was such an exhilarating feeling. When I connected to acting, I found a feeling that no one could have ever given me. It's a self-discovery.
Soon enough, she started to see modeling not as her end goal, but as a stepping stone towards something bigger, something that truly spoke to her spirit. But making the shift from modeling to acting wasn't smooth or instant. Acting was a whole different world, and Kellita knew she had to unlearn a few things and start all over again. Modeling had taught her how to pose, how to project confidence, and how to control her presence in front of the camera. But acting demanded more. It was about emotion, timing, voice, and vulnerability. She knew it wasn't going to be easy, but that didn't stop her. Instead, she leaned into the challenge. She enrolled in acting classes to learn the craft properly and to build her foundation. She went to countless auditions, faced rejection after rejection, and spent a lot of time meeting people who could help her understand how the entertainment industry really worked. The journey was far from glamorous. There were moments when she doubted herself, when things moved slower than she wanted, and when opportunities seemed scarce. But Kellita stayed consistent, showing up, learning, and growing with every experience. Her persistence slowly began to pay off when she landed her first acting role. It wasn't a huge part, but it was enough to give her that spark of belief that she was heading in the right direction. Each small role became another lesson. She learned how to embody different characters, how to connect with her audience, and how to bring emotion to life in a way that felt real. Bit by bit, she started to feel that acting wasn't just a new career path, it was her true calling. Her official introduction to the world of acting began in theater, where she made her debut in a regional stage production called Tell It Like It Is.
What would possibly be considered professionally my first big break would probably be a stage play that toured the country for 2 years.
That moment marked the real beginning of her acting journey. On stage, Kellita's natural charm, confidence, and energy stood out immediately. She had a presence that drew people in, and critics quickly took notice. Her performance earned praise and opened doors for her to appear in more stage productions. Each new play gave her a chance to stretch her skills, explore new emotions, and understand her power as a performer. Those early years in theater were more than just experience. They were her training ground. Performing live taught her how to handle pressure, stay present, and connect with an audience in real time. It was there that she truly found her rhythm as an actress. With every show, her reputation grew, and so did her confidence. What had started as a curious step away from modeling slowly turned into the foundation of a lifelong career in acting. One of the biggest highlights early in her career came when she won the NAACP Theater Award for Best Supporting Actress. That award was a major accomplishment for her and a strong confirmation of her talent. The NAACP Theater Awards are highly respected, and winning one early in her journey gave her the confidence to take on more ambitious roles. It was a huge motivator that helped solidify her belief in her craft and positioned her as a serious actress to watch. After making her mark in theater, Kellita moved into television. She made her TV debut in 1993 on In Living Color, a legendary sketch comedy show that gave many stars their first big break. That opportunity introduced Kellita to a much wider audience and gave her the kind of on-camera experience that would shape her career. Being part of a show known for breaking barriers and celebrating diversity helped her grow even more comfortable performing in front of the camera. From there, her TV career started to gain real traction. She landed recurring roles on popular shows like Martin, where she played Tracy, and Sister, where she played Tanya. Each role gave her the chance to show off a different side of her talent and reminded people that she could fit into any kind of story, whether it was comedy or drama. Bit by bit, Kellita was building a name for herself, one role at a time, proving that her journey from modeling to acting wasn't just luck.
Excuse me, miss.
That's Tanya, and what can I get you, handsome?
We'll just take 2 more beers.
Kellita Smith had a way of slipping into any kind of role, whether it was comedy or drama, and making it look effortless. Her ability to switch things up and still shine really helped build her name as a talented and dependable actress. Those early TV roles played a huge part in shaping her career, showing how flexible she could be and helping her polish her craft. With each new project, her skills stood out even more, and before long, she became a familiar face in the TV world. But her climb in the entertainment industry wasn't all smooth. She faced her share of pressure and tough moments, but her love for acting kept her focused. Even when things got rough, she stayed committed and kept taking on roles that challenged her. Working alongside big names taught her important lessons about how to survive in Hollywood and keep growing, both personally and professionally. Then came 2001, the year everything changed. Kellita landed the role of Wanda McCullough on The Bernie Mac Show, and that was her big breakthrough. Playing Bernie Mac's smart, loving, and quick-witted wife turned her into a household name.
You got the audition for the show. What was that like? I won the lottery. What? And I don't mean in money.
Her performance was a huge part of what made the show work. She brought warmth, humor, and balance to Bernie's loud, over-the-top energy. She wasn't just funny. She brought depth and heart to every scene, which earned her 4 NAACP Image Award nominations and solid respect in the industry. The Bernie Mac Show ran from 2001 to 2006 and became both a hit and a cultural staple. It mixed comedy with real-life family struggles in a way that felt honest and relatable. Based on Bernie's own life, it told the story of an uncle raising his sister's kids. Something funny, heartfelt, and real all at once. The show's authenticity and humor connected deeply with viewers, and Wanda's character played a big part in that. What made Kellita's role stand out was how different Wanda was from the typical TV wife at the time. She was strong, smart, independent, and had her own voice.
Point is 18, not 8. Not everybody is as strong as Bernie Mac.
Her chemistry with Bernie Mac was one of the best parts of the show. The way they bounced off each other brought so much depth to the story and made the series really stand out. Wanda wasn't just a supportive wife. She was a strong, confident woman who played a big role in the family's growth and emotional journey. Kellita's career took a big turn when she landed the role of Lieutenant Roberta Warren in the sci-fi series Z Nation, which ran from 2014 to 2018. It was totally different from her comedy work and showed just how versatile she really was. As Lieutenant Warren, she played a brave, tough leader, fighting to survive in a world full of zombies.
That's a negative. Philly's a no-can-do. Just got orders to direct everything that we have that rolls to Trent.
Fans loved her performance, and she quickly became one of the most important characters in the show, appearing in 61 episodes. Roberta Warren was a former National Guard member with sharp leadership and combat skills that kept her group alive. The role let Kellita show her dramatic side and prove she could handle serious action-filled roles just as well as comedy. Outside of Z Nation, she starred in movies like Hair Show and The Preacher's Son, which showed off her range. Hair Show brought her back to her comedic roots, while The Preacher's Son gave her a chance to dive into heavier, emotional storytelling. These projects helped remind everyone that she could switch between genres with ease and still deliver strong performances every time. She also shined on TV again in The First Family from 2012 to 2015, where she played First Lady Katherine Johnson. Her perfect comedic timing and natural charm made her a standout once more, adding another win to her career. She's since gone on to star in newer shows like Lace and From, taking on roles that keep her in the spotlight and continue to show her evolution as an actress. Lace gave her a chance to explore more layered dramatic characters, while From Scratch tapped into her softer, emotional side. Even beyond acting, Kellita uses her voice for good. She's passionate about Black ownership and representation in Hollywood, always pushing for more diversity and inclusion in the industry. She's also involved in community and charity work that uplifts the Black community.
Attended an event one summer, and I fell in love with the whole idea of what it means to be able to bring certain awareness to children, because you guys are our future.
During quarantine in June 2020, she told Hype magazine that she was getting restless and couldn't wait to go out and show off her new implants. She shared that she was quarantined with her boyfriend, but kept his identity private. Kellita doesn't have kids and has never been married. She said she's open to love, but not fully convinced about marriage or monogamy, joking that marriage doesn't really offer any privileges. She's even credited staying single as part of why she's managed to look so youthful all these years.
Marriage. I don't know that I agree with marriage. I do agree with an exclusive relationship where I share my life with a man.
Whether or not she's gotten all her flowers, Kellita Smith deserves plenty of recognition. She's stayed consistent, grown through every stage of her career, and kept her name alive in the industry. Today, we celebrate her talent, her strength, and her journey through it all.